What's going on YouTube? RoninFrog87 here, guys, and today I want to discuss all the dirty, disgusting things people are doing to get Nekroz decks, and compare that to all the dirty and disgusting things people did to get like ReturnDAD and TeleDAD decks back in the day. But first of all, let's talk about the Nekroz situation here. Okay, and guys, take these stories with a grain of salt because they've been popping up all over YouTube and all over Facebook. So if they're true or not, I don't know. But like the old saying goes. And never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Okay, so first of all, guys, so does anyone just find it so fucking hilarious what people are willing to do for Nekroz cards for the deck? I mean, oh god. You know, I thought at first, remember my video about how the Nekroz situation is a joke? This is possibly even funnier and sad, really, all at the same time. I mean, like the first story you guys are hearing about is how some guy went out, took out a credit card in his name, went to a store, bought a Nekroz deck, and then after he bought the deck, canceled his credit card thinking he was like gonna skip the interest payments. But sorry guys, sorry guys, that is not how credit cards work. Oh wow, that guy's credit score is gonna suffer. Oh man, it's just freaking hilarious. I mean, he's like thinking, like, where's my credit card? I'm gonna go get a credit card and go buy Nekroz and buy him all this shiny cardboard that I'm just gonna that's gonna be obsolete in a few months. My credit score is gonna be like that forever, and God, man, it's like something temporary versus something that's not temporary. It takes a while to get your credit score back up, and I'm assuming this is like the first credit card he's ever taken out because he didn't know that, and so yeah, so that's your first credit card, and this is gonna ruin his credit. And then the second story I keep hearing is some guy goes to his locals, sees that he has like a $700. Sees that the owner has like a $700 Nekroz deck for sale, and seeing that he's out of his price range, does the only logical thing anybody does, and that's sells his wedding ring. This guy, wow, how much he sells it for, who knows? But he sold his freaking wedding ring, the thing that represents his bonding to his soulmate. He sells that for some Yu-Gi-Oh card. Wow, I mean, talk about, man, I guess he loves cardboard more than he loves vagina. I mean, come on, I mean, imagine him coming home to his wife. Coming home to his wife, he's like, he's like, honey, I'm home. He has his freaking hand inside of his jacket or whatever, inside of his sleeve, and his wife's all like, what's wrong with your hand, honey? Nothing. And then she grabs his hand, pulls it down, sees that his wedding ring is not there. He's like, where's your wedding ring? And the guy's like, I sold it for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That guy is gonna be sleeping on the couch for weeks. Oh god, I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh and all these stories. It's really messed up laughing at other people's misery, but this is like people who've done it who like put themselves in a situation. It's not like, it was out of their control. It was completely 100% in their control, and they did it anyways. And see, guys, this is why you gotta think about the consequences, Just saying. Anyways, and then let's compare that to, have any of you guys ever played like during when the Phantom Darkness came out, when Dark Armed Dragon was like $150 a piece? Yeah, for all you old school players like me, do you guys remember those days about how people were like would do almost anything for a ReturnDAD or later down the line a TeleDAD deck? And when Phantom Darkness was released, it was like basically like no set other. I don't remember like any set selling as fast or as furious as the Phantom Darkness. Sure, there were other sets that sold well, but nothing to the extent of Phantom Darkness. And these things were just flying off the freaking shelves. You know, your local hobby shops could barely keep them in stock. You go to Walmart and Target, they weren't there. and by God, it was freaking crazy. I mean, this was also, I like to think, during the time when there's always been, you know, thievery and thefts and stealing in Yu-Gi-Oh! But at this time, it freaking ratcheted up and ranked up like freaking through the roof. It was just freaking crazy, man. I mean, like I was saying before, like friendships were ruined because of this set. Not just teens, mind you. Not just Yu-Gi-Oh teens, but also Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendships were ruined. People were like stealing from each other. People were like acting like so stingy with this deck. It was disgusting, really. People's like attitudes toward the game just like changed drastically. Like there was always collectors and money vendors in Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get me wrong, but this is like when freaking you had to sell your freaking like your left arm and your right arm and your legs just to get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck as well. Kind of like we're seeing now. I remember people were spending their financial aid money. People were spending their financial aid money for this deck. You know, financial aid, you know, that's usually, you should usually reserve that for, you know, expenses incurred because of, you know, of college and, you know, living expenses. But no, they were using it to buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And, man, it was just crazy, like I keep saying. Sound like a broken record, but yeah. Those were the days. But yeah, I mean, people will do some funny stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, for some colorful cardboard. Alright guys, so I want to know what you guys think about this whole over-Nekroz situation. And like, have you ever seen this level of, you know, of basically desperation? You could argue like you've seen it. Some people have seen it in the Dragon Ruler format, but I didn't. You know, I took a break during that format because I really hated Yu-Gi-Oh! During that format. I just took a break. I don't want to deal with Dragon Rulers, but let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, as always, oh yeah, do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe so you get more content like this and, you know, and whatnot. And as always guys, I am Ronan Frog 87 bidding you farewell, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.